Hello and welcome to another update video about Luna Classic. A lot of requests for Luna Classic, probably because of the green candles that we had here over the last few days. So we take a look at that. Not really too much to update since the last video because we haven't really left my support area. This is and remains the key support area that the price would ideally need to hold in a wave 2. Wave 2 will still be valid all the way down to the beginning of the wave 1, which means we could theoretically come down to the 17967 level roughly, yeah, here. But the whole idea of this support area to make you aware as early as possible that invalidation gets risky. So this is the 78.6% fib level. That's where the support area starts. We should not substantially break below this level, yeah. We should not substantially break below that level. If we do it, then it would make invalidation likely. We haven't done it. We broke it briefly, but that's not a substantial break. That was only sort of touching the 88.7% fib level here, so that is not a problem. We have actually put a significant low now in place, and we have reacted to it quite strongly. So there is a chance now that we get a breakout and that we are going to leave this area, but we haven't really got the clear signal yet. We have now 3 waves to the upside. What we want to get in Elliott Wave, we always want to get 5 waves up to indicate that we are already in this larger third wave. In this video, I'm going to give you a target for this larger third wave. I tell you which levels we should not break, and I give you also the short-term idea of what's happening here. So let's first of all talk about the short-term idea, so that you know what could happen now and in which pattern we might now be and what to look out for to confirm further upside. So if we assume we have put a wave 2 in place here at that was at 19835, yeah, then this is actually looking quite nice in terms of a possible breakout pattern, because you can count it as a wave 1, 2, here 3, here 4, and 5 to the upside. If we get 5 waves and Luna Classic now has a chance to put the 5th wave in, then this would be a first indication that we indeed are in this larger third wave. So at the moment we only have 3. If we break down now, I wouldn't have any trust and confidence, okay? But let's first measure, was this wave 3 actually, did it reach any sort of key targets? We're always looking for the 1.618 extension. You can see that we perfectly reached the 1.618. That's where the 4-hour candle closed, right? Just below the 50-day moving average here. We've then come down, and now the question is, which level do we need to hold? Which is the wave 4 target. So we should not drop any lower than here, yeah, which is the 24342 level. That's the 50% retracement. Any lower than this would put serious doubt and on a breakout. It could then still work as a 1-2-1-2 setup, but they're always a bit less reliable, especially on this sort of degree and time frame and whatever. But the point is, ideally, you want it to move up now, yeah, in a 1, 2, 3. Now the 4, finding support here, yeah, and moving up in a 5. So it must hold the 2, 3, no, forget about that. 2, 4, 3, 4, 2 level needs to hold that. Yeah, a quick wick or a short wick to the downside doesn't really matter too much, but it should not substantially break that wave 4 support. So I'm going to put that onto the chart as a support level here. Must not drop below that. If it does, it's not a wave 4 anymore, would be something else, and it would just increase the likelihood that this is just a third wave to the upside, where basically ABC, and we're coming down impulsively and we'll put in new lows, okay? Okay. What would be a target here for the 5th wave? We have to make some assumptions here, and we have to assume that, okay, we've had a wave 1, and the wave 4 is already in. Then a target for the 5th wave would be, we can't use the 1-to-1 ratio because that wouldn't even make a higher high than wave 3. So ideal target would be 29828. That would be roughly in that region, right? Maybe a bit higher, but that would be the ideal target for the 5th wave. And if we get those 5 waves, then what we're looking for is confirmation that this was actually a proper 5 waves. You get the confirmation by looking at the ABC, which is the following correction. If in this correction we're making 3 waves, and we're holding, and that will be easier to measure than just identifying the 3 waves. If we're holding the 78.6% retrace, and I can't give you a definite target yet, because we haven't topped in wave 5, but if we're holding the 78.6 retrace after another high, that would be a strong indication that this indeed is a wave 2, So on a higher level, for everybody who's new to Elliott Wave, it would mean that those 5 waves that we've just looked at would count as a larger wave 1. Then we have here the wave 2, and this would move up like this, and that would complete the 3rd wave here. Okay, now that we've talked about that, what would be the target for the 3rd wave? Based on the lowest, on the new low here that we've made. Again, all I'm showing you here is the potential, right? I have no idea if really this support will hold. You never know that. It's all about likelihoods. And to be honest, this chart is also a bit of a mess. But we know about, that if this starts to go, this can... It's nothing, I would aggressively trade because of the risk, right? Don't get me wrong. But yeah, target would be here 43799. It's the 1.618 extension. Have to reduce that down a bit from previous videos because the wave 2 came down lower than in the last video. The low could have been in here already. Okay, we made one more attempt, but failed and put a new low in place. And now we have another potential breakout. Important would be, in addition to anything I told you, that we are breaking above the 50-day moving average. Well, now we would do that in the process of going in wave 5. And then overall confirmation that we are in this wave 3 would be obtained as soon as we break above that wave 1 high here at 33091. And at all times we need to avoid to drop below 17870 roughly. I can't remember which level I told you in the beginning, but roughly in that area here, because then this wave 2 will be invalidated and we probably fall back quite strongly. And you can see that here. If we drop below that level, there's a bit of support here at 17293. But then if we lose this level, we're probably going to fall back quite strongly. There isn't much support left. Okay, that's my update about Luna Classic. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.